Hey, I'm Reston with Reston Group Training. We're out here on the range today just to discuss kind of like my preference of why I normally go back to just red dot sights on my rifles. Over the years, I've worked with fixed power optics, of low power variable optics, and I always end up back to an Aimpoint. And really it just has to do with my job per se. It's like as a SWAT guy, we did a lot of search warrants, a lot of CQB stuff, and working like at extreme angles, it just seems to benefit me to have the short tube of a red dot sight, so I'm not getting scope shadow and things if I start shooting at an off angle or with bounce and things like that, worried about like an eye box, like coming from an LPVO. And what I mean by that is if I was like moving down my wall towards the camera and I got a target set over here to my right into the center of the room, instead of like really turning my hips and getting flat out on it, I still got to come across body, get on it, break shots, right? So that's what I mean by extreme angles. And then also shooting around vehicles or shooting under vehicles or doing stuff like that, getting in a non-traditional prone position, I found that like, especially like SBU prone's one of my favorite pros to get really, really low. It is harder for students to really get behind that glass and try to find that eye box and kind of work it in. Do they make it happen? Yes, but does it take them a little bit more time? It sure as heck does. So like this is why I prefer the red dot sight over an LPVO. All right, so now we're down in the traditional prone position. This isn't the position that I'm talking about. Like, you know, everyone can get down here. This is not where a red dot shines over an LPVO. They're about the same in this realm here, but you can zoom in with an LPVO. But what always brings me back to like an Aimpoint red dot sight is when I start kicking this gun out, doing weird angles, pushing it all the way out, and I'm not really getting a cheek weld at all. The buttstock is almost in my bicep, and I just need to get behind it, see my dot, and break my shots, which I'm not having to worry about scope shadow or being at a weird angle or just getting the eye box right so I can even see. So I'll just demo that real quick of just getting really, really flat to the ground and being at an odd angle. So to me, it doesn't really get any lower to the ground than that. Head off the gun, I can still find my sight, still push the shots, still making shots count when I need to. This is where the red dot sight, to me, for everyday use, kind of shines over the LPVO. I'm Reston from Reston Group Training. For more training tips, tune in to aimpoint.us.